only the wisest among you will heed this anyway. So I guess it's not like I'm letting out a big secret, but I want to advise you all to get your hands on some land. I've been to so many countries trying to do land deals, and it's nearly impossible for a variety of reasons. I'm extremely suspicious. Number one, let me describe to you, and you've observed this over time. You may have even heard this mentioned in your courses in university and perhaps high school if you went to a proper high school, and most of you didn't if you're in the United States. But the trend has been toward human beings organizing into societies, emptying out suburbs where you can have a proper single family detached home, going into the cities where it's overcrowded. You're stacked on top of each other. The buildings crowd the sky and block out the sun and the reminder of that which is divine and natural. And what's worse is they try to convince you that that's the best way to live. This is, again, marketing, and this leans on the frailty and weakness and human nature and psychology. So, for example, there's so many lies going on. These things are comical to me because I can clearly see the truth.
Come on, man. I see through this like glass. This is glass to me. It's so easy. We're back on campaign, and we're searching for properties that are on significant acreage, and the building doesn't matter as much, but we'd like to have a building that's around 7,000 square feet and beautiful land, level land for building, but also for activities, hosting events. Got to be able to play some flag football, tackle preferably, right? So that's what we're on the move for. Continuing a campaign that's been underway for some time now. We're in the great state of Georgia with it.
Property so far before the agent gets here?
Well, the front of it I don't love. The land looks beautiful. It's sloping, which isn't going to make it great for flag football. You can still play. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a different kind of game. Mm-hmm. And I think you even play some good tackle football out here. But I don't like being able to see over there. But we could line it with buildings that would basically block that out. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't love the land. I don't love the land. The house, I do have a feeling might be pretty nice as well. So we'll see. The barn looks really cool. You can probably put a boxing gym in there.
Definitely.
Yeah. looks great from the outside. The land is sloping, hard to build on that. I feel like max I'd pay is $1 million for this, but the car looks good here. Nice shot.
Yeah.
Down, the car looks real good. Next location, we're going to property number 2. Property number 1 is on 16 acres. Very much so wooded, sloped land.
Turn right onto Bullock Bridge Road.
Looking
then take
around.
First left onto Piney Grove Road.
Alright, so we're coming close to the second property.
House looks like something in a movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
But a scary movie though. Or,
You said it's scary.
you know, one of those movies that starts off nice, like one of those Jordan Peele movies.
Yeah.
Starts off all nice, and you go check in at your bed and breakfast, and then you get in bed, and then like you're under the covers, and then you realize like it's like a dead body. You know? And then things start going left from there.
Yeah. I was gonna say, first glance right now, how are we feeling about it?
It's chill. And again, to me, it looks like more of a commercial thing. It looks like a bed and breakfast. I like the front sitting out. Not that there's much to see, but that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But when it has the front sitting out, someone just walked by. But if it has the front sit out stuff, I would want like a little more like stuff here or people. It doesn't really seem like a place where people would gather, but that can all be modified.
All right, I guess let's ready.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, how are you feeling about this place right now?
Oh, this one. So I like the cosmetic aesthetic of the bars. Exterior, I think that those cottages could have been kind of on a courtyard. It seems like there's no centrality between them, which is weird and bad design. The acreage, which is first, I guess, gated off perhaps to prevent animal life coming into your closer proximity. I think the acreage is largely useless. I think the good news is that for the price, which was that 1.3 million?
I have to check. I think it was 1.25.
Okay, yeah. At that price point, they're either going to have to sell it to a commercial entity, which I really, frankly, don't think it's commercial grade anything. And at that price point, you know, you're over $1 million. People are expecting to have, see, there's 16 acres right there. People are expecting to have, and we should probably ask her about that, but they're expecting to have a proper owner's suite, nice tubs, new finishes. So I think that that'll be on the market for a while if it hasn't already. And if we wanted to lowball them, and I wouldn't entirely mind it, we would probably get them for probably like 900. What do you think?
I was thinking 750.
There you go. Yeah, and really I probably wouldn't even take it for 900. I think they'll sell it at 9 for sure, but I wouldn't take it at 9. So yeah, that makes sense. I was, similar to yourself, very underwhelmed once I realized that there's no real common areas that make it feel like a home.
Mm-hmm.
And the bedrooms also don't really make it feel like a great home. And you know I never say this, but there would be some work to put in that one to make it feel like worthwhile.
Yeah.
House looks a little dated in a bad way, but the ride up in front, I like the land in front.
How are we feeling right now?
Not liking the outside of it, so I think that'll. But it is at 800,000, right?
Yeah, which I said we could definitely negotiate down here.
So I'm interested to know how, like, is all the land in front of it, was that the 24 acres?
We would have to ask because there's like that small strip and then there's like a big rectangle.
It's so beautiful. I don't think I could ever do anything to it.
Well, hopefully most of the acreage is in the back, but we'll see. Definitely giving old school plantation a little bit.
I could just see myself on the most epic touchdown pass.
Mm-hmm.
We got 100 people watching. I threw this insane touchdown pass. We ain't even think bro was gonna catch the ball. He caught it. Everybody went crazy, just fell out in shock. Tell this bad boy's gonna need some work.
Mm-hmm. For sure. So how are you feeling about it right now?
Far more stable than I expected.
Yeah.
This height, being able to look out through it too.
Yeah. How do you feel about it?
This view, I love this view. The land looks pretty good. The height perspective, the flatness of it. Mm-hmm. I'd be curious as to the nature of those acres, like flatness or whatever the case is. I don't know what it costs to clear land.
It costs quite a bit, but it just depends on
Yeah, so if that's the case, then we might come out better with that 140 acres.
yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, you actually hear that?
Yeah.
This shouldn't even work. Why does this work? This one, the building itself, lots of, probably just tear that bit down and rebuild. It's kind of that bad, but it has significant acreage, and it appears that the 24 or so acres are, shall we say, to the left of the house. If you're facing the property, it's to the left, and that's a lot of acreage. We'll clearly have to take down a significant number of trees. I don't know what the level is of the land, but something can be done there. However, the town itself doesn't seem to hold much promise, and I don't know where we are in proximity to other relevant sites. It's not particularly beautiful, but it could just be a seasonal matter, because we are in fact in the winter. But looking out from that second floor balcony onto the land, it really was quite beautiful, green, considering the season, reasonably leveled land. It was quite gorgeous. It is, you do enter the property by an easement, which I don't like, and ironically, going through that easement, it goes over water, over perhaps a creek, and it's quite narrow, so that might be harder to get materials in and out. And also, if you have significant car traffic to your home, you really have to kind of take turns and be aware. That just occurred to me, because that was a single lane, wasn't it? Yeah, so that's a bit of a turnoff. I'd say I'm out, actually.